27 people are lying on this grave. And by God's grace, we are going to build this grave. It's yet to be built because people are still mourning. People are still in trauma. My fellow brothers, as I'm here, people were crying. Why should Sheikh Gumi open his mouth and say it was an empty corpse? All Nigerian lawyers, I'm begging you in the name of Jesus Christ, those that have the heart of Christ, the Son, we are going to sue Sheikh Gumi, and this place, they are going to guide it. I've told the security, the youths, all the youths, make sure you guide it, because Fulani terrorists are still coming back to come and remove the corpse, so that to prove to their sheikh that it was an empty corpse. So another one has been raised. All Birom youth should be on red alert. War is on ground already. Sheikh Gumi has said war. We are in pain, but he has more pain to us. 27 people are on the ground, and he's saying it's an empty cross. The youth, we are ever ready. We are going to dig the graves. What place, camera, should come to this place? We are ready to remove the corpse before the eyes of anybody. I will open the coffin one after the other. What press? Send your press to this place. American press, Canada, I'm begging you. What press? Al Jazeera, I'm begging you, come to this place. Fox News, come. Let us dig, because Sheikh Gumi says it's an empty grave. We are not a religion of liars. They came out and said there's no genocide, and the so-called can, they joined them because their life is dead. After they have sucked the blood of my people and they are saying the corpse inside are empty, God of vengeance, where are you? Arise. Where are you? Arise! Where are you? Arise! These are not empty cross here. Come! My people are inside this grave. Don't keep quiet! Father! Are you alive? You are! The blood of people that have been led in this grave. You are God of vengeance. Take vengeance! Take vengeance! You said vengeance is yours! I am begging you, take vengeance! Show mercy to those that are merciful. Show your judgment to those that don't deserve judgment. For this man to say empty cups, let their blood fight back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is seriously emotional. In fact, more shocking videos are still going to be exposed in this video. And you all know that since President Trump talked about the genocide that is going on in this country and threatened that is coming to remove the terrorists responsible for all this genocide and designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern, we started seeing those who actually hate this country, those who don't believe in the progress of this country. Because make it make sense, how on this level of glaring evidences that is coming out to show the level of pain that is going on in this country, someone that has conscience will come out and try to change the narrative, saying that people are fabricating Christian genocide in this country. Like how? But that's not the catch. The most shocking thing is that the leaders who were supposed to do something about it are somehow quiet. Is it that most of these glaring evidences that are coming out are pointing accusing fingers to leaders or some of those who have held one public office in this country or the other? What is actually going on? And you never finish. Now, most times when you hear these incidents of pioneering in this country, what you see in our media is actually a watered down of what actually happened. Just like this man explained.
2017, for instance, there was an attack in Bakin Kogi, Kaninkong. And Channels TV, I'll mention names, said 7 houses were burnt and 4 people were killed. I left Port Harcourt to southern Kaduna. I counted 150 houses and I saw a mass grave containing 21 persons. So the media is also complicit in what is happening in the Middle Belt. Thank God for News Central for what you're doing. Unfortunately, you are very young. You started in 2017 or thereabouts.
You get the point. Now, do you also still remember the serious spying that happened in Yelewata, Benue State, that took the intervention of very dark man to expose the level at which that spying happened? And do you think if it was not very dark man or somebody influential that went there and reviewed the level of spying that happened there, we would have seen the level at which that spying happened? And this is why people are seriously advocating that President Trump should not waste time at all, land in this country and do the needful to save innocent citizens of this country. In fact, no be small thing, but I'm going to allow you to watch other videos that will reveal shocking things that are happening in this country and people's reaction concerning what is going on. But as you are watching them, make sure you are sharing your thought with me on the comment section. Share the video and also subscribe for more updates. And after that, I'll be back.
Controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has accused some Christian groups in Nigeria's Middle Belt of staging fake mass killings to fabricate a genocide narrative. In a statement shared on his verified Facebook page, Gumi claimed that a doctor informed him that certain groups are burying empty coffins and recording the process as if real victims were killed to push the narrative of a Christian genocide. Gumi wrote on Facebook, "A doctor wrote me, do you know that some Middle Belt Christian groups are now staging fake mass killings? They are burying empty coffins and recording the process as if real victims were killed just to push the narrative of a Christian genocide. This is desperation at its peak, a disgrace, manipulating information just to provoke hatred and international sympathy." I mean, Gumi further described the genocide allegations as part of what he called a well-orchestrated plan to attack Sharia law and fuel Islamophobia. He urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to summon the U.S. ambassador and demand an official retraction of Trump's threat or consider severing diplomatic ties with the United States. However, Northern Can President John Hayab has dismissed Gumi's claims, accusing the cleric of lying and manipulation. Rufai, I mean, I'd like for you to tie in both stories. First, you know, the comment from Yusuf Tuga, and also, I mean, this is a serious allegation made by Sheikh Ahmad Gumi.
Please, with due respect, I must have to beg. It's not that hard to tell the truth. There's Christian genocide. People like Sheikh Gumi, from saying that Muslims are being killed, Christians are being killed, now they are trying to deny the corpses of people that died.
And I have actually seen videos, Rufai, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you on this one, about the coffins. I have seen open coffins of entire family members, babies, all Christians, be buried.
It has now shown that it's a propaganda people are trying to play.
Yeah.
But you see, in life, you will be judged by what you did. And we should be careful. Sheikh Gumi, in his propagandish nature, is now saying that these killings never happened, by saying that some of the coffins, or by saying that somebody sent him a message that some of the coffins are not what? That you don't have people in them. He's not going to deny the fact that we're going to say it again, and they might not like it. I don't want to be popular. I want to stand in justice at all times. There's Christian genocide in Nigeria, and please, let's find a way to solve it. Let's not do this propaganda. Let's not pit people against each other. And let's not deny the killings and the pains of Christians. We have to say things the way they are so that the government will solve this problem. The first approach the government took showed that they wanted to go the line of changing the narrative, which was wrong. Nobody's saying anything to spite anybody. We are speaking the truth so that we can get action.
Yes, absolutely.
And Sheikh Gumi saying this is very bad and insightful.
Really insightful.
And I'm shocked that Sheikh Gumi is saying this. Nobody's talking back at him.
Really?
Government is not saying anything. We are just looking.
All right.
It's not fair.
This is unfair, Dr. Bati, really unfair. I mean, I'd like to emphasize the point again that Professor Wole Soyinka made. You weren't here when we took the story where he talked about the fact that the people that are killing the Christians are Islamist extremists. They are not the regular Muslims, they are jihadists. And we have heard this over and over again.
I think Sheikh Gumi is insensitive. What he has said is irresponsible. It amounts to dancing on the grave of persons who lost their beloved relatives. And I think that he should be called to order. He's in Turkey, we're told. He should be called to order by the Nigerian government. When he steps back into this country, he should be invited for questioning and warned not to incite violence.
For you to understand what is happening in Nigeria, you must understand that there are some group of Islamic fundamentalists who find it as a taboo to allow a Christian to become the president of this country. If we must understand the problem of Nigeria, we must first agree on that there are some Muslim fundamentalists who believe that it is a taboo for a Christian to become the president of this republic. We must first establish that. Then the second establishment that we need to establish is that there are some group of Yorubas who believe that an Igbo man, in fact, they are so obsessed with their hatred for the Igbos to the extent, instead of the Igbo man to become president, this country rather become impoverished. We must establish these two facts for us to attempt to find a solution to it. Now, let's come to the first establishment. You must understand the type of hate that is being preached to the Muslims in the north. I've grown up in the north now. I'm 58 years old, and I spent all those time living in the north. They don't hide it. It's not hidden. It's taught in blazing loudspeakers that you must hate non-believers, kafiris, arnis, unbelievers, infidels. It's there. I'll give you a story. Way back, after my youth service, I was in Kaduna, a place they call Kurumimashi. In the evening, somewhere around between 7 and 7:30, a church were just singing and praising God and walking on the road. An imam with his almajiris motivated the children to pick stones, and they were hurling stones at the crowd. Meanwhile, he was somewhere engineering the children. Now, it is not the imam that is my problem. It is the children who have been taught from an early age that you must hate Christians. All those children you see with a slate reciting the Quran, the first thing they are taught is to hate Christians. All those who are reciting, it's hate. They even flog it into them. They flog in. Imagine a boy of 3, 4, 5 years, sown with the foundation of hate sown in him. Now these are ready recruits for terrorists. Now some of these boys that have been trained to hate, they've grown into politicians that wear fine, clean babariga. Trust me, some of them in your Senate, some of them as governors, when the chips are down, the type of hatred they have for Christians is not different from the one the Almajiris on the street have. I was looking for a job sometime in Kaduna. I went to DITV, and I was there waiting. When the director came, a Muslim man, the moment he saw me, the fact that he just saw me, he said, why did you allow this infidel to enter this place? Tell him to get out. You could see the hatred. It's visible. It's visible. So when we are talking about Christian genocide today, and people are trying to take out the word genocide from the equation, it's a deliberate effort to downplay the severity of the vulnerability of Christians in Nigeria so that their actions can be perpetuated. And I feel so bad. The other establishment I talked about is the set of Yorubas that have nurtured this hatred for Igbos. It was evident during the Tinubu campaign. Very evident. And guess what? Those who are pretending to protect Lagos are themselves not citizens of Lagos. They too ourselves are settlers. The true indigenous of Lagos don't play this entitlement mentality of owning Lagos more than anybody. I've seen some people. I have a friend, well-polished man, he's a Yoruba guy, dresses very fine, drives a good car, have a good business establishment, but he's so Yorubanized that it becomes so irritating. All the staff working in this place are Yorubas. If one staff leaves and he wants to replace it, he has to be a Yoruba person. And I told him, if you, an educated man that is studying for his PhD, cannot reason beyond this tribal proclivity, this tribal enslavement, this tribal confinement, then what do you talk about the vulcanizer, the carpenter, the mechanic? There's a dire situation on our hands, and we must find a way to ameliorate it. And it starts with the mind. It starts with the mind. Like I said, we are yet to build Nigerians. We have not built Nigerians yet. The only time I see Nigeria in Nigerians is when we are playing a football match, like yesterday's match where we played Gabon. Everybody, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Yoruba man, whether you are a Hausa man, Igbo man, everybody was praying that Nigeria wins that game. Now that's the Nigeria that is supposed to be you talking. Have you seen a Hausa man while watching the Nigerian man say, Kai, wana arne yasha kwallo Kai, kaga arne na yasha kwallo, that's Kai. This infidel has scored goal. That means even in the excitement, they still cling on to this bias. And guess what? The very people that are catalyzing this mayhem and menace in this country are the ones to first shout the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct and Nigeria cannot be divided. It's rather unfortunate. So we have two very big problems in our hands. And guess what? Our current administrators, Tinubu and Shetima, epitomizes this very establishment, religion and tribalism. Religion and tribalism. God, I've never seen the worst side of tribalism like I've seen in this Tinubu regime. I can tell you that 90% of Yorubas supporting Tinubu are doing so based on tribalism, not on the basis of conviction that Tinubu is actually salvaging this country. As far as America coming to salvage Christians, America will not utter a statement without first establishing the facts. They are not like us. They have done their work, gathered a lot of evidence and intelligence before striking. If we truly want to have a Nigeria that works, we must have leaders that are Nigerians, not champions of their tribal enclaves. So if you are a southerner, particularly from the Middle Belt, Southeast and South, and some Christian Yorubas, and you think the Islamic extremists that have somehow, have a stranglehold on this country, think about you, then you must rewind the coil that operates your brain. The Fulani terrorists, the Fulani hegemony does not even care about the religion. To them, it's just a tool to create subservience. They don't care about Muhammad. It's about control and power. So you that are using a religion to hate others, that eventually gathers momentum for the Fulani dominance in Nigeria, you are the fool. It is time we all came together, gather our intelligence together and our loyalty to the success and viability of this country to pinpoint the evil among us and stop it.
The point now, share your thought with me on the comment section. And of course, you know the vibe. Click on that subscribe button, follow and share for more updates. Because like this,
Hey, hey, we move.